Ferris has an interesting question, and Ferris is a Michigan fan. He's got a couple interesting questions. He's going a big picture here with both of them. One is the recent success of Cincinnati can't be discarded. Does this change, Kevin, the landscape of recruiting for Ohio State? Is there any impact from what Luke Fickell's doing?
No.
If you look at the recruiting rankings, that's a fair answer.
Right. I mean, I think that there might be a little bit more competition for some Cincinnati kids. I think Ohio State's still going to be able to get, the top couple kids in the state, unless you're really dealing with a kid that has some direct ties into Notre Dame and you're just coming out of like St. Ignatius or somewhere like that. But I don't really see a situation of where if Ohio State is all in on a kid and Cincinnati moves in, that Cincinnati's going to beat out Ohio State. I mean, even if it's in Cincinnati's backyard. I mean, I just don't see that situation. I don't see a move to the Big 12 changing all of that. I mean, okay, there was a day where a lot of it was a matter of I want my parents and my family to be able to see games on television. Well, they're all on television at this point. So it's not a matter of, well, now that you have the Big 12, you're going to have more. You're not really going to have that much more access. Where there's a will, there's a way. You're going to be able to find games in the American Conference as you're going to be able to find in the Big 12, as you're going to be able to find in the Big 10, just different channels. So I think that, there may be some times though that Ohio State on that kid that Ohio State is keeping warm. We're interested in you. We're interested in you. We want to send us 3 games of tape from your senior season. Show us this, show us that. Now Cincinnati can really turn up the screws on them and I think potentially land some of those kids and they will not be available by the time Ohio State comes around. So I don't think it's going to necessarily affect the top end recruiting. But I think that next cut of kids who are absolutely good enough to play at Ohio State, but maybe getting slow played a little bit, those are the ones that I think we could see a little bit of an impact on.
I liken it to the NCAA football game. Cincinnati is allocating all of their available points for a recruit, and Ohio State is just, like 5 points for this and 5 points for that, and they're just allocating a few of their points. The more interest that is shown by the one school over the other can win out. And that's something that Cincinnati would probably do on guys that maybe ranked in the 300s, but certainly Cincinnati would want. I think the impact would probably be more felt. Will it be more felt by like Michigan State, Purdue, Kentucky, those schools who come in and maybe Michigan as well, who sweep in for the second tier of Ohio guys. If Cincinnati wants those guys and the Big 12 helps them get those guys, I think that's probably more of an impact for the programs that come in to Ohio and try to steal some Ohio kids that aren't necessarily at the top of Ohio State's list.